Hope you're enjoying all the action here on 2K Sports of our PGA Tour coverage. We're picking things up at the 6th. Let's get into it.
Looks good.
Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Trying to forget the bogey on the last as they step onto the tee. That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. Momentum putts come in many shapes and sizes. This one's a 13-footer.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Okay, steady now. A par putt awaits. Okay, let's head to the next. We find ourselves on a par 3 here. Opting for the 5-iron.
Going for less club here.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind? No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Oh, well played.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Teeing off here at the 9th hole. Taking aim from around 240 yards out here. Good choice. Go with the 3-iron.
This one headed out to the left.
That ball looked a little thirsty. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
And this week, Henny, it looks like they're trying to take down Justin Rose. Not many people have been able to claim that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be all rosy at the end of today. This is definitely a tall order. Justin has one of the most consistent games on the PGA Tour. He's like a golfing metronome of a man. The iron play, I'm going to say if he hits the fairway, when he hits the fairway, his iron play is just phenomenal. He's going to get it inside 20 feet every time, and then you know he's going to hole putt. So, yeah, good luck with that one.
He's a kind fella, isn't he? He's a lovely gent, but he's a killer on the golf course. This is going to be a tough rivalry to take down. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's currently tied for third. The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Going with the 3-iron. Woo, back there, horsey. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Well, this will be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Oh, I like the look of this. That was a gallant attempt. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. There it is. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number 1. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here.
Opting for the 9-iron. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Little birdie look in here. These are on rails, looking good.
Currently 2 under for the event.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Still looking for their first win of the season.
Multiple top fives this year. I guarantee a win at some point in the year.
Oh, that was pure. Getting ready to play their third. Is currently tied for the lead. Trying to get 2-3 under par with this putt.
This for a birdie run.
Come on, ball, don't deny him.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. This is a par putt.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The fifth at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it. That's really not what we were looking for.
And here we are with the third shot. Just a stroke behind the leader. That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Yes. Very smooth tempo there on that chip.
And after a quick glimpse at the scoreboard, they're in second, behind John Rahm. Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. A couple under at this stage, in a share of second spot. Going with the 4-iron here. Oh, well done. Top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt. How close was that to going down? And this putt is to move into a share for the lead. Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 5-iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Yep, he's putting Rosie's nosy out of joint with that one. That was an incredible approach.
A birdie putt awaits. Was on a good line. And that should secure the par on this one. Currently at 3 under for the day. The par 4/8, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Going with the 8-iron here.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Yeah, nicely played. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
I've been all around this, tried to read it, just can't see it, but he's got about 22 feet. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Well hold. Let's move on. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front nine, the ninth, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in two. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front nine, and one they have to find the fairway with.
That's a good-looking shot there. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. He's currently tied for the lead. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Nicely done. Ooh, right on 20 feet. This is a great momentum putt. Just didn't drop. And in it goes. This is an exciting position, isn't it, Rich? Tied for the lead as we enter the back nine.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
And from about 105 yards. Feeling strong, going for less club.
Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
That's frustrating. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. In she goes. Let's head to the next. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Playing from around 150 yards here, he shares top spot. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. that'll sting a bit. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer has really started to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
This one should find the rough. Getting ready to play their third. He shares the lead. That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Judging it beautifully.
Good look at a birdie here. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side. Open up the angle for your second shot. And it's obvious, you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
And tidy looking shot, that one. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Looking for another birdie here. It's looking solid.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
Lots of greens and regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
Very crafty, that shot.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And he needs this to save par. And finds himself in a share of the lead. We get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4 here, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Well played, mate. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Oh, just missed. A par putt on the table. The putt drops, now at 5 under, heading down the stretch.
Oh, this is getting interesting. Luke, who wants it more?
watched that swing all day. That's beautiful. Rich, good chance to get this green in two.
Yes, this player's found the fairway, and now they've got the opportunity to knock this on in two. Be wary of coming up short and left, obviously in the water, but don't be anxious to miss it out to the right, especially in that bunker that's over in the middle of the green on the right-hand side. That really can wreak havoc with the players. Try and find the green at all costs with this second shot.
Taking aim from about 180 yards here, is currently tied for the lead. Opting for the 6-iron. This one could take a little bounce to the left. Yeah, well played. Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
Now this is important. This for par.
Well, this is right down the pipe. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
Well, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
He's currently in the second position. The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
You're going to put your foot down. This is as good a time as any. But not a bad approach. He'll be putting. Well, these are the kind of putts that bring out the best in players. Do you think this person's clutch?
We're certainly going to find out momentarily, Luke.
This one's online. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. But what a way to make a move to the top of the leaderboard. Now leading by one shot. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. And it's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. And now to win the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
Well, Rich, you know just how excited this player is.
Does it get any better than this? Can you believe the first ever start on the PGA Tour, they get the victory? What a performance.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.